Hello, I'm going to go over the April 2020 Apocabox. The gear and the items that was in the box this month. And the Postal Service is a little slower because of the times, but I only got it a couple days ago. That's why my review is late. But I'm liking this box. It's some cool items in it, and I want to share it with you today. So in this pamphlet here, there is the list of contents and a brief description. And the first one is the Bowyer's Hawk. I'm going to show that later and demo how it works. I was talking to Hank, the one that designed the Bowyer's Hawk, and gave me some tips on how to use it, what it's meant to do, and so on. I'll share that with you. So I'm going to do that at the end. But let's go through this and start showing you what's in here. I've got it in this haversack, and people that may recognize this haversack from boxes way back use it a lot. It's done me very well. So first thing is the Bug Out Survival Vest. It's a pocket field guide and written by Creek. Of course, it has a lot of info in here and a very good read. It also puts in these cardboard advertisements that give you discounts and such, and also gives you an idea of what's out there. This one here is the WITS Outdoors program that you can sign up for. Gives you the web address and so on. And also there's an event is between June 5th to the 7th in Heiner, PA. So it just gives some information on this program. Also, the outdoorcore.com online training website. There's also a 10% discount for subscribers. This here is Shankle Homestead Leather Works. Now, they do many different styles of leather work, and this one's a 15% off. They also have a wallet in here that's made by them that I'll show in a little bit. And also the Ready Set Adventure box. This is geared around children, that has games and fun projects, items that kids can do in their backyard and so on. So very cool. But he always puts some of these in just to let people know what's out there. This is the leather wallet I was talking about. It's a small little wallet that you can throw in some credit cards, some cash and such, and keep in your front pocket. That way there, if you're traveling and such, you can keep your important IDs and some cash in your front pocket. Then you're lowering the risk of a pickpocket and so on. So very handy to put in, wherever you'd like. But they do many different things with leather. And I looked at the pictures and stuff. They have sheaths. They have many different items. This one here, as you see, very well done. It's a small family business in Ohio. And you can check them out on Facebook as well. Shankle Homestead Leatherworks. He also included a set of Fiskars Pruning Shears, and I just cut this off. You can see this is about 3/8 of an inch, made out of stainless steel jaws and rust resistant as well. Fiskars makes some nice tools. I've used their saws and such, and little pair of pruning shears can be very handy. for bushcraft, bug out, you know, around the house and so on. I'll be using these mostly around the house, doing some trimming and such, but always handy and good addition to this box for sure. This here is a absorbent pouch. This is for when a electronic device gets wet or moisture in it, you slide it in this pouch and it helps dry it out. It could save a phone, electronic device, and so on. So great to have at home or if you're camping. This here is the Spaded Heart Force Multiplier Pendant. They have a hole here where you can put it on a key ring. They have the key ring in here, also a breakaway necklace. Now this here is meant for self-defense if need be, but it'd make a nice looking keychain for someone anyhow. Now if you hold it like this, it does not bottom out, and you may break your fingers if you hit something hard. If you hold it like this, then this actually fetches up in here, and you have this much room. That way there, it may work as self-defense, but if you're going like this, you could possibly break your fingers, in my opinion. Hopefully you never have to use anything like that. That would be illegal to use something like that around here unless your life is threatened. This here, I would never use something like that unless totally need be, and that's what these are for. They're not meant to use unless your life is in danger. Nice piece of kit for someone, and possibly may get you out of a bad scenario. The skills challenge for this month was to make a bowstring. This here is a Chokecherry Bow that I made a while back. Got a couple videos where I'll put links down below. You can check that out and see how this works. But I was very excited. This bow draws back to about 60 pounds. And now I have a natural bowstring on this. What I did is use a reverse wrap on the string itself and 2 bowline knots on each end. I'm going to string this up, take a couple shots, and show you how this bowstring works on this bow. Got a stump right over here that I'm going to shoot. A judo point on here. But I'm liking this bowstring just because, as you see, this bow is a unique rough bow, but fires like you wouldn't believe, and it just adds character to have a natural bowstring. Very cool. Gotta go get my arrow now. Right on. Also wax this like they had recommended. I've got a little bit of these ends that I could take just a lighter or something or a candle, run across quickly just to get rid of those, but very, very cool project. And yeah, very much liking it on this bow. Very cool. For me, the 2 main pieces of this box was that bowstring, because I seen that and I was like, yeah, that's going to complement my cherry short bow very well, and it did. This here is the Bowyer's Hawk, or as Hank called it, the Lino Rhino. He got the idea of the head design from looking at a linoleum knife. Now what he was looking for is this shape, because back in the day when they used stone knives and such, and stone blades, they were usually rounded. Not like our modern flat-edged tools. This here allows you to do a lot of things that a modern axe or hatchet, a flat style blade, will not do. And I'm going to just show you some of the things it will do. And also he put it in this stake. I thought this may have some reason. He left it that way just to show a cheap way to make a handle for this head. This here, he put the wood on it just to keep it from cutting you. That's the sheath off. But you can see why he called it a rhino. Looks like a rhino horn, and also it was after a linoleum knife, so the Lino Rhino. But it is the Bowyer's hawk. Now he tried fashioning this with an oak, beech, and so on handle, but he found that this yellow pine worked well because it was nice and light. You can use this all day and not get tired. The other material or types of wood made it heavier, so it was harder to use for longer periods. So this edge made this unique, because if I wanted to make a trough down here, you can, because you have just that small cutting surface. So this is great for making a start of a kuzik, or say I want to use this log to boil water. I can cut myself a trough out of this rather quickly. I'll show you how deep that is already. That's a good inch deep. Now I could have run right down the length of that and made a trough with this, but it has that fine little area here. It's such a small area that you're able to actually make a bowl with this cutting tool. Now with a hatchet and such, it would be far more difficult, but this definitely has its uses. This is not meant to drop trees and such. This is a tool for doing fine work or some heavier work if need be, but it's not a splitter. It's not for splitting wood and so on. It's for carving and working with wood. I'm going to cut myself a little stave here and just show you how this works on the belly of a bow if I was going to make it into a bow. So this here is a dead piece of wood, and what this is meant for is basically just taking little cuts and taking them off. You put a bunch little ones like this down it, and then you can take them off. But you can see how quickly that removes material. I can also chop this way. Or straight down. There's many different uses you can use this for. Now I can choke up on that too, get more control. Very nice tool. So this box has had some nice items in it. I actually made this bow with the dog bone draw knife that I got in a past box. Worked very well. And if you have that in combo with this, it'd make a bow very quickly. But two very good items. You can use this for a lot of things, not just bow making. Very multifunctional. You can take this out of this handle as well, put your own, or you can hold onto it in your hand with like an ulu and use it as well. So many uses, and I just wanted to bring this to you and hope you enjoyed the video. And I'm going to put a link also where you can check out Apocabox and see if it's something that you may like. Thanks for watching. Take care. All the best.